Hello, welcome back to All Mama All Right. I am April and I'm Mama, and everything is fine. It's groovy. Yes. Just gonna kind of check in and go over today, really talk about family. That is what the last like 4 nights have been all about, really. And right now I'm feeling sad, and that is because my daughter's asleep. My husband took the dogs back down to Carmel Valley, and I dropped my parents off at the airport. And so I'm kind of here just chilling, and that it feels nice to have. I mean, literally, it's been 2 minutes, so I haven't even really sat with it, but I tend to really kind of get in a melancholy place after a family event or events, plural, wind down, because I really enjoy their the connections that I have with my family. And that's how it is right now. It's just we have fun together, and in the conversations, especially with my parents and sister, just they're deep. So I feel like there's more. I get so much out of them, and when they leave, it's like, no, I'm not done. And I'm sure all you guys are wondering why I have fabulous red lipstick on. And it's not because of the Niners. And yes, we just lost. So that is probably another reason why I'm so melancholy and down. But we can talk about that later, y'all. Um, but we had our high tea finally today. And I've mentioned it in a couple other episodes. But today we went to a tea in San Francisco with 4 generations of women in our family. My baba, my mother, and my aunt, and then 4 cousins. So my sister, and then my 2 cousins, and then one of my cousin's daughters, and then my daughter. And I just can't tell you how cool. At times I would just sit back and take it all in and just watch Baba interact with Zena. And it was so cute. Zena kept she was in a high chair that didn't have a tray, and her legs were just kind of loose. And it was as if she was like bungee jumping, because she kept on like throwing herself forward. And so she kept putting her legs in splits, and like holding them. And so my baba kept on like closing her legs and saying, "That's not ladylike. That's not ladylike." And oh, so awesome. And one thing my baba does is she has always, collected jewelry over the year, had her own jewelry over the years. And this is like some costume jewelry. And so she will bring a bunch of it, and then let all the daughters pick. And it's really just fun. She usually she straight up, because of course we're like, "Oh, what's the significance of every piece?" And she's like, "Okay, y'all, I don't remember, so don't even ask this time." So we knew going in not to ask how old certain things are, or what they mean, or where they came from. So we can kind of just make them up. So actually, I have this ring, and it's one of those. I think it's called a cameo ring, with the faces that kind of stick out from Florence. So I'm gonna pretend that this is from the 1940s. Let's go 1840s, just because it's cool. I don't know why it's cool, just because that's a really long time ago. And that this is a princess who ran away from an evil Maharaja. Can you tell I might have just watched Moulin Rouge? Yes, Oh, and if you haven't seen that movie, go turn it on now. I think I watched it on Netflix or maybe Hulu just recently. So good. But yeah, so fun pieces like this and I just can't wait to be able to pass it on to Senna and well, futures to come. So so yeah, and just we all got to get dressed up. So that's where the lipstick is from. I'll show you a picture, but it's just all our different personalities come out when we get to get all fancy, and it's so fun to see um all the different like here oh my gosh, well your heart's gonna die when you see this. So that's Zenna and I. Zenna's wearing a pink velour little outfit, long sleeve collar, and she doesn't have the bows in her hair, and it's a pink and white bow, and then these baller kicks from Janie and Jack. Um, they have this fun little pattern on them. Yes, two sizes too big, so they kept falling off. They look pretty big. And then yeah, so we matched. I wear a pink blazer and just some white leather shirts. But yes, I'm pretending like she's kissing me. But if you look closely, she's actually eating my face in that picture. But but yeah, it was just so great. And here's like um you get my sister and my mom and me, and so that's just so cool. And let's see, what other hotties do I have in this phone? And just all of us together. Like here's yeah, just the whole crew. And and chill and easy. And one thing that I hope and believe our family will get to a place. I think it is hard in group settings for sure to have everyone dialed in and really be able to contribute and not necessarily automatically stay surface level when it comes to conversation. And not that it's not lovely, but it's just sometimes I do get hits of someone wanting to talk a little more about certain things, or even me wanting to just be like, let's all talk about how beautiful life is. And sometimes there will be crickets, because maybe we don't want to have a tea where we really get deep and start crying into our tea towels. But that is one thing that I know I often have on a one-on-one basis that I see being able to have more in a group setting when we get the ladies together. Because how cool would that be to have 4 generations sit around and talk deep? Well, heck, oh, why am I here? Oh, moms supporting moms. How cool would it be to learn about motherhood and perspective and just all the different opinions and outlooks on raising children in the different generations. Done. I got to get this podcast up and running, y'all. I mean, I know I have timeline in my head, and I'm sticking with it because I do want to launch that in a more concrete kind of level base. Like I want to be a little more prepared than I am with these. But that's what these are about. These are about practicing and being messy as I build All Mama All Right with you guys, basically, because you guys are helping me brainstorm. I mean, hey, I just came up with that episode, like 4 generations and counting, motherhood, let's cover it. And having them folks on the podcast. And I have a course that I'm hoping to join either February. I will join the March one if I don't get into the February one. So excuse me, there is a choo-choo train just coming out of my phone. And that is exciting. So the timeline, I guess, launching this January 3rd to February, March, maybe April have everything up and running. I mean, I kind of gave myself 6 months, but heck, let's just make it happen because I'm ready to talk to you, to hear from you. Oh my gosh. And to get feedback too. I'd love to find a way to put a beta group together or a focus group and and gather topics about what mothers want to cover and resources they need and people who inspire them and books and just I do have a pretty long list of things that have helped me, especially when it comes to other podcasts and books and other media platforms that I know I would not be here, not have made it through certain parts of my pregnancy and motherhood, especially postpartum without it. So without them. Um, but that's kind of where I'm going with this. And just to kind of go back to family, it's so hard to see, some people going through their stuff, especially when it comes to family and you really don't know how to show up for them, but knowing that something needs to be done. And, my advice for myself in that situation is just to check in, extend the extra hand, even if I know it's going to be not rejected, just kindly denied, I guess you can say. Um, because I think even if I absolutely needed help but had no idea how, knowing that someone was thinking about me and wanting to help so badly, one, that make me feel good, and then two, when I do come into solution about what type of help and where I'm needing it, I'll go straight to that family member or that friend. So yeah, so that was kind of the light bulb for some, some connections with family this evening and or just, throughout this weekend. And and yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And it's life, I guess. And I'm looking forward to the messiness and learning how the heck I'm gonna get through it, and then I'm gonna get through it, and the hubs and all of you, and just cannot wait to get through it together. And on that, I am calling it a night. It's 7:30. Feels like I've been go, go, go since I arrived on Wednesday midday. And that's probably because I have been go, go, go. So I'm going to be sure to take super deep breaths this week and just really be and really kind of just collect myself and get ready for our upcoming trip because it's going to be a doozy and my heart's like already racing because of the uh anticipation and the over exciting joy I have towards it. But I have to remember to breathe in deep breaths. So I hope we all keep breathing together, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, your morning, your evening, depending on when you're watching this. Niners, we'll see you next year. Not cool, but we'll see you next year. And I may have to, wear this lip color to bed because it's not coming off as easily as I thought it would. Not at all. Alrighty, y'all. Love, love, love. This mama's signing off.